Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. We have an update here, including some patch notes. We've got arena servers going down. There's some bugs I want to let you know about, as well as some other stuff I've noticed. So we'll get into it, get you guys up to date, and then you'll know what's going on. So first things first, let's talk about patch 14.9.6. It hit on the 10th of July. So we're a couple of days after, but I always like playing with the patches a little bit to get more information for you than just reading the patch notes. First up, they added a new quest line to obtain the 2A2 BTG stimulant. What that is, it's a craft that EOD only gets. It's right here. You get this craft if you finish the quest line. It starts, I believe, with Jaeger. It's this Thirsty Hounds one. I haven't done any of it yet. We'll work through it, but this quest line here will unlock that craft for everybody if you don't have it. Next up, they added a hideout zone upgrade items to the auto wishlist setting. So this doesn't include favorite craft recipes, but everything needed to update the hideout. So if you need something to upgrade the hideout, it'll show up. And to get there, it's just in your settings. You go here, auto add wish list, and it's going to be hideout zone upgrade items or favorite crafting recipes. So this is only if you have stuff favorited, but the hideout zone upgrades, this will be great for early wipe or anybody who doesn't have their hideout upgraded. It'll just tell you what you need for stuff. So there's no more guessing, no more shopping lists. It'll be a good deal for your hideout. And then after that, after much complaining and whining from the community, me included, they moved the wishlist button and the survey button. So the survey button used to be over here by the character. They moved it over to here. So it's still there. There's still a survey button, but it's not screwing with everybody's muscle memory. Along with the right click, add to wish list is down at the bottom instead of the top. So all of us that have that muscle memory where to click, it kind of preserved that, even though I'd already started to kind of redo mine a little bit. But cool that BSG did that. Simple, easy change, helps the player base out, makes people happy. Now fixes, these are kind of up in the air because they're listed and they did try to fix them, but they didn't fix them, or more showed up. First up, fix the ability to change the AI amount on PvE mode. I can't give too much detail about this. I haven't gotten into the PvE mode yet. Those of you that are playing it understand it. Fixed an issue where extended PMC pockets as a reward for the task chain came with a time delay. I got that addressed. Now this one, it says fix the DSP radio transmitter not working correctly in PvE mode. This isn't fixed. They might have fixed part of it, but there's still other problems. I'll talk about that in a sec. Fix the incorrect display of armor damage in the post-raid statistics. I didn't know there was a problem. It's hard to say exactly what this means. Maybe there was armor not showing up, or it was showing double, or I don't know. But they fixed it. So the incorrect display of armor damage is supposedly fixed now. Hopefully that's the case. Fixed an issue with Terra Group Labs access cards not disappearing after a raid in the PvE mode. So this is just going to labs and you could use the same card over and over again. It would never use it up. And then fix the mild muscle pain and severe muscle pain debuffs not working correctly after using the gym in the hideout in PvE mode. So just some PvE bug fixes that went with this. So that patch is in the books. We've been playing it for a couple of days. The next thing we got this morning, we got a technical update. Now I asked Apple, who's the BSG rep, if he had any other information. Was there any bug fixes with this? What did they change? And he just said it was a technical update. So it might be some stuff on the back end that just isn't meaningful. I don't know, or they could be priming for an event, or they fixed a bug they didn't want to talk about. Who knows? Nonetheless, we got it this morning. Now with this, we got a lot of griping. I've heard a lot of griping from people about loot being nerfed. Now it's seeing people talking about PvE mode, and I would tend to believe that the patch, I doubt they reduced loot in PvE. Maybe they did, maybe it's a bug. But people were talking before this patch about loot being reduced on PvP mode, and nobody's, I guess, finding key cards in mark rooms anymore. I don't know. The loot doesn't seem any different to me. I never found any key cards in any mark rooms, which I know is just really unlucky. I guess maybe I found one yellow once. But I've opened mark rooms probably 15, 20 times since the change, and I haven't got any key cards other than maybe that one. So I'm just unlucky, I guess. I don't know. But loot seems the same to me. A lot of people swear it's changed, but to me, it seems all the same. I ran a lot of streets, reserve, and woods. So other maps, maybe they've got different things, but I know streets was complained about, but everything just seemed the way it has been for a while. So we'll have to wait and see. This could have had something to do with the arena update today as well that we're going to talk about next. So we have an arena update tonight. So servers are going to go offline midnight Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. on the, it's the 11th, or I guess it's the 11th, the 12th in 8 a.m. in London time, and then 5 p.m. in Sydney. They're going to go down for approximately 4 hours. Maybe they'll need to be extended. The last couple have been extended, so I would maybe plan on it being longer if you were. I know there's a lot of you guys that don't really care about Arena, but this is one of the big steps in the right direction. This is going to be the patch that is, it's going to add a map, but it's also going to add this new game mode called bomb, or what's it called? Blast Gang. And it's a bomb planting thing. So I think search and destroy or some of the different game modes with CSGO, stuff like that, Valorant, just bomb planting, cool mechanic and a new map. So eager to get that tried out, and hopefully some bug fixes. There's a lot of really annoying bugs with Arena. Like right now, my ref task, for example, and I know this has happened to other people, like my ref task is here. Like I paid my 3 million rubles, but if I go into Arena, I can't see the ref task and it doesn't progress. I won a couple of matches and it's not progressed at all. This happened the last task, and then a couple of days it just syncs up and fixes itself. I know some people that have to wait for patches. Who knows? BSG knows about it. I don't know when it's going to get fixed though. So hopefully some of that stuff gets fixed with the patch, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Now, as far as other things with the patch, I want to talk about stuff that was in the patch or things that have changed, some bugs. One, there's some weird audio stuff going on. I didn't hear it much today, but I heard it a bunch yesterday. So maybe the technical patch fixed it. I don't know, but it's kind of hard to explain, but it sounded like the audio would like cut out. Like the audio file itself, like your heavy breathing audio file would just cut out, or there was no tail off on audio. It would just, once the action stopped, the audio just cut off. There was no like merge into the audio or tail off or however you want to call it. So I was noticing a little bit of that on and off on reserve and the rain and stuff, and it was really weird. Hopefully it's fixed because it was really awkward in the game. Along with that, Lightkeeper is bugged for a lot of people. I wasn't able to progress him for a while. I go out there and he wouldn't give me a task for like weeks, and finally I just got tired of it and I killed Zerachi, which resets your DSPT thingy, your radio, makes it so you can't go back out there. So you have to do this whole quest line, make amends with mechanic, I think 1,000,000 rubles, 4 found and raid SVDs, then you got to go with the flash drive, and then you got to recraft it and flash it, and you can go back out there, and that reset my tasks so they could work. BSG is aware of it. I don't know when fixes are coming, if this is affecting you, and that's with PvP. PvE has its own problems. Sounds like there's all sorts of issues with getting out to the island and mines blowing you up or just getting shot. So BSG is addressing it. They're looking at it. Hopefully it fixed sooner than later. And then also on top of that, give me a sec here. I got to restart my game to show you what it is. Okay, so when you load in right here real quick, I don't know if you guys can see where my mouse is. Maybe the editor can zoom in, but there's like a black dot here, and you can kind of see it move around on the screen. It's not a dead pixel. I thought it was. You see, I put my mouse over it. It's not there if you screenshot it. It looks like the loot dot almost, like exactly where it would be. Just don't panic if you see it. I did. I thought my pixels were going on my monitor. I freaked out. But that's not what it is. So if you see that, don't freak out. It's just a weird bug in the game. I don't know. I've never seen it before myself. And then last but not least is scavs. The AI scavs in the game. They are definitely acting different. I know BSG talked about pushing stuff to PvE and then PvP later, but I don't have proof of this. I can't say it for 100%, but just my experience playing the game, scavs are different. For a week or so now, maybe a little longer, they've been roaming and going places they don't normally go, or they haven't gone in years, which is cool because you're seeing scavs in weird places, AI scavs, and I think that's awesome. Instead of having these big, always dead areas of the map and you've got your hot spots where your scavs are at, they're kind of patrolling between weird places and turning up in spots I would never expect to see an AI scav, which I think that's really cool. Along with that, I'm finding more loot than them on usual, like sometimes even full backpacks. Now, I will admit that the AI scav could have picked up a player scav's backpack that was killed and it was already looted, but I don't think that's what's going on here. I've seen it more, like I've seen that before, but I'm seeing this more and more, and the backpacks are kind of just filled with junk. They're not something anybody would loot up. It's just like they were picking up random shit on the ground, not in containers, just stuff that was a free spawn. And BSG's talked about that being PvE already, so I think we have that in PvP. And then they're kind of horde mode. Like there's this quasi deal where, especially today, I noticed you'd get fighting scavs and they would just keep coming and coming and coming. And like I had a raid tower and I were on streets, and I think I killed 26 or 27 scavs, including the bosses, and tower killed like another 17 or 18, all inside Lexos. there was just piles of bodies everywhere. It was ridiculous. And that was before the player scavs even showed up. And then on reserve, you know, I'd get fighting somewhere, and then before I knew it, 5, 6, 7, 8 scavs would show up. I'd be out of ammo, and I just have to run away because I couldn't fight the A scavs anymore because I was out of ammo. So that is different. That's a different experience than we've had in the past. Things are changing there, so just keep an eye on it. Scavs are definitely acting different. So you've been warned, even though it's not in the patch notes. I'm pretty sure it's happening. But that wraps it up. Quick shout out to my music. Links down below in the description. Go check it out. My music, it's free for you guys to listen to. We're up to 184 songs on 11 albums. It's also for content creators. If you're a streamer or a YouTuber, you can use the music and don't have to worry about DMC takedowns or copyright strikes. We provide it free for the community. As long as you guys attribute us, that's all we ask, so people know where to find it. That's the only thing it takes to use it. So have at it. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. That's it. That's all I got. We'll wrap her up there. Thank you guys for watching. I wish you the best of luck in your raids. We'll see you in Tarkov.